Happy November, entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs. This is the November 2025 Business Astro-Numerology Forecast. This is similar to the monthly astro-numerology forecast, but instead of talking about you, the individual, this report is about the energy that you can expect in your business and the things that you should be doing in your business. I'm going to get into what this month is all about for your business, what it means to you, and then I'll go week by week in detail telling you what you can expect for this week and also some of the things that you can do in this week in your business, what's favored this week in your business. This show is brought to you by astronumerologist Lloyd Strayhorn and the Star 8 mobile numerology app. This is an app that is wonderful for being able to have guidance in your life in a numerical way. This app allows you to find out more about yourself numerically. You'll discover what your gifts, your talents, your traits are, and you will find out what days are more favorable for you or those times that you need to be more cautious. There are also some compatibility features on the app. One that I'm very fond of is the business compatibility. The business compatibility will show you the compatibility between you and your business or businesses, and it will also rate the compatibility of your business partners. You can check those compatibility features on the premium program. So you can go to a star 8 ASTAR, the number 8.com. You can download it on the App Store or on Google Play, or you can go to Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. In the month of November, we are in a universal master number 11 business month. The way that I determined that was by adding the universal year. We're in a 9 universal year, and I added that to the 11 calendar month of November, which is another 2, and that gives us 11. And that's a master number. So this is a very important month. This is a very important message. The theme is inspire vision and spiritual alignment, but the sub theme is turning intuition into innovation. That's something that we should be striving for in our businesses this month. Let's take a deep dive into what this month is really about. November is carrying the powerful vibration of the master number 11. This means that this is going to be a month where intuition, inspiration, vision, elevation, and harmony is going to be at the forefront. After the fresh new beginnings and the leadership energy of last month, which was the universal 1 month, November is inviting you to pause, tune in, and align your outer actions with inner guidance. What we have to remember is that even though this is a master number 11 month, when you look at the master number and you break it down to its base, 1 plus 1 equals 2. And I know we don't break the master numbers down usually. However, every number has a root number, and the root number is of this 11 is the number 2. So that's where the pausing, tuning in, and being in alignment with your inner guidance takes place. This is not one of those high powered months that you may be used to. Last month, because it was a 1, it was a fire energy. This month is a 2, so this is water energy. When I think about the energy of water, I think about flow. This is the time for you to allow things to flow in your business instead of hustling, going get it like the fire months asked you to do. It's a month for higher guidance, listening to the deeper wisdom that comes from within. It's about you being reflective And it's about being divinely inspired and having these decisions that you're making that are inspired from within. So this means that you need to pay attention to the messages and the internal things that come to you, because it may be a message that's going to help you in your business, especially in the year coming up. This is a good time for you to take that time to create space to reflect on things. It's a deep thought time, and it's a time for you to focus and be clear, because the moves that you're going to make right now is going to set the stage for 2026 in a way. And the reason why I say that is because 2026 is going into a universal 1 year. That's a universal one business cycle. And in that universal one business cycle, you're going to be planting the seeds for the next 9 years to come. So now that you know you're going to be planting the seeds, this is the time for you to reflect on the business and think about what seeds you want to plant next year, the year that's going to represent new beginnings for your business. We have an event that is scheduled to take place in November. It's going to be a Mercury Retrograde. It starts on the 9th of the month and it goes to the 29th of the month. It's going to be urging reflection and review before you rush forward and do things, before you're being too impulsive. And that goes along with this two energy. It's asking you not to be so impulsive. It's asking you to be just a little bit patient. You may feel like you can do it right now, but this is not the time to do. This is the time to reserve your energy. And that's the importance of business numerology, because it lets you know the times that you should be out there hustling. And it also lets you know the times that you should kind of be laying back and letting things flow. So when we think about this reflection energy that's coming with the Mercury retrograde, we're experiencing a double up on it, because that's the same thing the two, or the master number 11, is exactly asking us to do. So don't be surprised if you experience some challenges around communication, technology, and contracts. This is not a good time for you to be making contracts or signing contracts. Make sure that you're being clear in your communication. And we'll talk about some of the do's and don'ts in just a moment about Mercury retrograde. The most important thing is that the retrograde is an ally to you in a way. What it's doing is pushing you to refinement, is pushing you to perfection, is pushing you to get better. Mercury retrograde is asking you to reflect on what you have been doing in your business since the last retrograde that happened from August the 4th through the 27th of this year. Look at those things. Are things going well? Or have there been areas that you may need to adjust from that time? So, what the Mercury retrograde is the universe whispering to you, slow down and realign your vision before the next leap. I have some tips for you for Mercury retrograde. The first tip is review before you renew. I made it rhyme so that it can stick. Before signing anything new or starting anything major, pause and review. As I said, this is not a great time to be signing contracts, but I do know that there are some things that you have to do during this period. But because you are in this period, if you just have to do it, make sure that you pause and review before you make that decision, because you don't want to make a decision that you have to go back and change. Also, another tip is reconnect with your business purpose or your business mission. The business mission is the month, the day, and the year that your business was incorporated or conception date. The total of that is your business mission number, and it tells you your purpose. Look over your purpose. Are there ways that you need to reconnect with your purpose? And if you feel as if you are having trouble connecting with that purpose or knowing what your purpose is, make sure you check out The Business of Numerology. That book is found on Amazon, and you can also get it on the website at kimbaley.com. Another thing that you can be doing during this time is reorganizing your systems. Mercury governs order and structure. That's what's being tested here. And I don't like using the word tested, but it's about order and structure. So use this time to get rid of things and declutter things that are no longer needed. And even for yourself, mentally, declutter some of your thoughts around the business that are not really serving you anymore. The next tip is back up, protect, and prepare. Perhaps this is one of the most known things about Mercury retrograde. It has an influence on technology and data. So the technology and data can go haywire. So during this time, make sure that you have backups to your important digital files, your website. Make sure that you have backups for any of the information that you have in case you have any problems. Always have a plan B just in case plan A doesn't go. Prepare by being a little bit earlier than normal, especially for appointments. And also make sure that you're prepared with your business systems. Make sure you check on those and find out if everything is working in the way that they should be working. Next tip, revisit, relaunch, or rebrand. If you're looking over your business and you see that there are things that you need to revisit or you're not quite satisfied with how you did things, this is the time for you to go back. If there's an issue with how you launched, maybe you launched a little bit faster than what you really meant to and you couldn't be prepared like you would have liked to be prepared. This is the time to relaunch, especially if it was something that you launched and you didn't get a lot of attention on at first. Try relaunching it now. And if it's even in your brand, your business, you can start to rebrand now. And if you don't go through with the whole rebrand, you can at least start at this point making notes of how you want things to be done in the future. Retrograde favors revisions over new launches. So you're not going to start any new launches at this time, but you're going to revisit the ones that you've already started to find out if there's any areas left for improvement. Next tip is reconnect with old contacts. Mercury retrograde has been known to bring past clients, collaborations, and ideas back for your review. There may be someone that you forgot about that comes to your mind now or gets in contact with you at this time. So this is also a good time for you to reach out and reconnect with people that you have dealt with in a favorable way in the past. And the last tip, rest and reflect. So energetically, Mercury retrograde is asking you to slow down now and speed up later. If you're following me so far, you know that through the forecast, the universal month that we're in, and the Mercury retrograde that we're in, this is the time to slow down. This is the time to reserve your energy. There is an affirmation for the Mercury retrograde, and that is I honor the pause as divine perfection. I reflect, refine, and realign my path with higher truth. If you're enjoying this forecast so far, go to Kimbaley, KIMBALEY.com so that you can get the newsletter each month. Usually on the second or third of the month, I will send an email to subscribers for the Business Astro-Numerology Forecast. So check that out. But getting back to the rest of the month, what you should expect is heightened spiritual awareness, flashes of insights, and opportunities to elevate your business purposes may come about this month. It is important for you to reflect, as we talked about so many times already today. There may be ideas that come to you for solutions that you didn't even know existed yet, but it's all about listening to yourself, listening to your inner guidance, and listening to the Most High, and being able to get a pen and paper and write these things up, because seriously, these things will come through as flashes sometimes. You'll get a little bit here, you'll get a little bit there, but if you're journaling these experiences, one day they'll all come together and show you the full picture. So reflect on your business mission. Calculate the incorporation or the conception date to find your business purpose. The master number 11, Universal Business Month, will favor those businesses that were incorporated or have a conception date that adds to a 2, which is the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, or the 29th of the month. Or because number 7 is an interchangeable number to the number 2, 7, 16, and the 25th of the month. What the energy this month is about in a nutshell, it's about serving from your highest vibration and not just striving for material success. It's aligned impact. It's serving others on a higher level, elevating others, elevating your business. You also want to make sure that during this time, you're taking the time out to make sure that your network feels nurtured and cared for. Your network could be your employees, the people that assist you in business. It can also be your clients. It can also be collaborators. But generally, it's about anybody. Just making sure that you're being compassionate and understanding and that you are being harmonious this month. So here's the do's and don'ts for the month. What you want to do is trust your intuition when making decisions. Your inner voice this month is going to be CEO. So you can put away the CEO hat. Your inner voice is going to take that job on for you. Reconnect to your why. Align your business and goals with your business mission. Review contracts, agreements, and digital systems before moving ahead. Sometimes you may go through it to edit it and it looks fine until you go back and you see that there were mistakes that were made, and that's happened to me before. So make sure that you're taking time to check on these things once, twice, 3 times if necessary to make sure they're okay. Also, collaborate or brainstorm with like minded visionaries. The 11s thrive on shared enlightenment. This is also about connecting with your network, making them feel understood and heard, as I just got finished talking about. Use meditation this month, begin journaling, and begin reflecting to receive inspired downloads, because these could be products or services that you were to offer in the future. And it could even be a book or a video or something else. Make sure that you're capturing that through journaling. Here's the things that you don't want to do. Don't make impulsive decisions during the retrograde. Clarity may come in waves. One day you may feel like you can handle it, and you go out there and make an impulsive decision, and it does not come out the way that you want it to. So make sure that you're using patience. Don't ignore signs, synchronicities, or your intuition. A lot of times we can feel when something may not be right for us. We may see little signs and symbols that what you're about to do may not be right for you. Don't ignore those signs, because if these synchronicities are happening, or if your intuition is telling you this, it's for a reason. It's to protect your business. Also, you want to make sure that you avoid overworking this month. This is not that fire energy. This is the month to let things flow. The magic of the month is that this is a subtle month and an energetic month. It's not a forceful month. Also, don't allow fear or doubt to dim your inspiration. We talked about that it's possible to be too forceful. However, don't completely put your light out. Your light still has to shine. And don't stop doing and try not to focus on what others are doing or what others are thinking. Go ahead and do it. Don't doubt yourself. Don't push launches or have any major tech upgrades this month. This is a time for you to not be forceful. Now that we've covered the general forecast for the master number 11 month of November, we're going to go to the weekly forecast. We're going to start with week 1, which is November the 1st through the 7th. We are in a 3 universal business week. The vibration of this week is creativity, communication, and self expression. So, week 3 opens the month with inspiration and artistic energy. You may find yourself wanting to do something artistic. You can use your voice, creativity, and your authentic expression to share or shine your light. Under the master number 11 influence, your words hold vibrational power. This is a powerful time for you, because what you say can create a spark of transformation. What you want to focus on is authentic storytelling and high vibe communication. To me, this is screaming social media. Make sure that you're telling the story about your business. Some of the do's that you can do for this week is record podcasts, write content, go live, and share your message about the business. Communicate your brand story with transparency and heart. Let people know who you are, what your purpose is, and what you plan to do for them. You can also engage with your audience from a place of joy and purpose. People love it when you make them feel enlightened. And this is a month of elevation. So elevate people through your optimism. Elevate people through your creativity and the way that you speak to them. What you don't want to do this week is to compare your expression to others. Originality wins, and this is why everybody loves authenticity. People don't want to see you or hear you because you're just like everybody else. People love those that do something different or outside of the box. Don't vent, because remember, your thoughts and your words are power. And avoid low vibrational conversations. Avoid sharing low vibration speeches to everybody else. Sometimes this may not even be about you personally. It could be something that you're doing in your business, showing something else that may be negative. But just be careful how you do that, because that low vibration will spread to others. We're going to get into week 2. That's going to be from November the 8th through the 14th. This is a universal for business week. The vibration you can expect for this week is structure, systems, and grounded focus. So now it's time for you to bring order to the inspiration that you had in week 1. This is the time for you to build stability in your workflow, finances, or business operations. This could be systems, and Mercury is entering into the shadow period, making this a perfect time to tighten up on your system before the retrograde begins to go into full effect. So make sure that also during this week, that also during this week, reflect over your revenue, your business finances. How are things going in that area? Also reflect on your boundaries. Make sure that you're focusing on your boundaries. Are the proper amount of boundaries put in place for your business? Also, this is a time for you to look over your strategy. Is your strategy taking you in the right direction? Do you need to reflect on those things? Is there something that you need to refine in your strategy? This is a time to pay attention to your strategy as well. You want to focus on being prepared, your organization, and clarity, especially since you're in that shadow period. What you should do this month is review contracts, invoices, and upcoming commitments. You should be reorganizing your workspace to support focus energy. Does your business office, whether it's a home office or whether you have a physical location, is that office comfortable for you? Is that office distracting to you? Or is this a place for you to be productive in? If it's not the place that you feel like you can be productive in, do the things that you can do to perhaps make your office feel a bit more like a work environment for you. Don't be in a rush to finalize new deals or sign paperwork without reviewing first. Avoid being too rigid. Make sure that you leave some room for flexibility and adjustments for next week, because next week is week 3. It's going to be from November the 15th through November the 21st. And this is a 5 universal business week. And the vibration is change, flexibility, and adventure. In week 5, Mercury Retrograde is in full motion. The 5 energy amplifies unpredictability because of the fact that it's Mercury Retrograde, and it's a 5 business week is very important. And here's why. 5 is ruled by the planet of Mercury. So that doubles down or amplifies the energy of that Mercury retrograde. So you can definitely expect for things to be unpredictable during this week. And you can expect an opportunity for transformation. That's what happens when unpredictability steps in. It often leads you to that opportunity for transformation. So expect those shifts in your plans. Kind of schedule yourself lightly and be prepared for sudden insights or spontaneous redirection. It's all about being flexible in that week. What you want to focus on is adaptability and creative problem solving. What you should do for this week is revisit a project that felt incomplete. If you have things that you have put to the side, this is a time for you to go in and look at those projects to find out what you can do to move these projects forward. You may now see what was missing in the first place. Also, make sure that you embrace experimentation. This time of change and flexibility could open up opportunities that you were not able to see before. Make sure that you are updating or repurposing any existing offers. This is a time to look at your products, look at your services. Are you charging your worth? Are you charging the value? This is the time to look at those. Are you offering the right services? And although the 5 energy is a travel energy, if you're going to do any traveling, make sure that you travel cautiously. Allow extra time for meetings or communication delays. If you're meeting with people that you're networking with, make sure that you leave in enough time to get to where you are supposed to be early because there may be a delay in the travel. Make sure that your communication is clear as well. Don't resist the change when it comes. Be flexible. This is just the universe realigning your path. Sometimes the highest sees things that you don't see yet. And in that, once this change and transformation happens, it may become visible to you. Avoid impulsive moves or risky financial decisions. Don't make decisions that you don't necessarily have to make at this time. Think about those things. Do a deep dive on these. Reflect, especially when it's dealing with the business finances. We're going to move on to week 4, November 22nd through the 30th. And this just happens to be a 6 universal business week. The vibration here is harmony, relationships, responsibility. So this week, which is the last week of the month, brings this nurturing, loving energy to you. This time is ideal for you rebuilding balance after the intensity of that Mercury retrograde. Also, you should be focusing on relationships, reconciliation, and restoration within your business ecosystem. Focus on healing, harmony, and communication. Think about the way you communicate with people, such as your network, those that you have working for you, your clients, and those that you collaborate with. Think back over how you communicate with them and find out if your communication is harmonious or if you need some work. What you should be doing during this time is reaching out to clients or partners to clear up any miscommunications or misunderstandings. Everybody makes mistakes sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with being the bigger person and clearing things up. Reconnect with your team or community to strengthen your bond. This 11 month may make you feel like you want to pull away a little bit. If you look at the end of the month and you see that you have pulled away, then make sure that you strengthen the bonds with the people that you were strong with before. Beautify your workspace. If you want to do something new in the business, if you have a physical location, then this is the time to do it. If you want to redecorate, this is the time to do it. If you want to refreshen your website, make it look pretty, this is the time for you to do it. And you want to do it because what it does is it clears the energy and it helps you get a sense of mental clarity when everything around you is beautiful. What you don't want to do is overextend yourself. Try to please everyone because this 6th week will probably make you feel like that. You just want to make sure that everybody feels loved, everybody is being taken care of. Also, you should avoid emotional burnout. Nurture your own energy as much as you nurture for others. In fact, you should start with self first. I want to let you know that here are the final insights for the Master Number 11 business month. Let your intuition lead and logic follow. The best business decisions this month come through inspired thought, not spreadsheets. Don't think that you can study your way through this month. Embrace divine timing. Delays are not denials, they're only divine recalibrations. Lead with light, share your wisdom. Don't worry, be inspirational, and don't be limited. Stay energetically clear. Protect your mental and emotional energy through meditation and grounding. And make sure that you're thinking about 2026, which is going to be a new beginning. This month, revelations are going to guide the closing chapters of this 9 universal business cycle. So make sure that you're looking for revelations, and that is what you will get. Because we're talking about the Master Number 11 business month, you should know that 11 also is about illumination. This month, you can expect a lot of things to come to the light. And another tip is because this is the 11th calendar month, you can expect an amplified energy of this Master Number 11 month. This is the time for you to be inspirational and be on the lookout for inspiration that you can use in the business.